This video is to show you how to upload homework to Gradescope using an Android phone. So the first thing you're going to need is an app to scan your homework. I recommend scanning your homework over taking a picture of your homework because it's going to be much more easy to read and to work with. So you're going to first want to download an app called Genius Scan. And here's a symbol right here. I'm going to open it on up. Looks like this. If you don't have any assignments in, it may, when you first open it, look something like this, saying you don't have any documents scanned, or you build some up here. But this is where you go, and you're going to click the icon with the camera, which gives you access to your photo, and you scan your homework. Now, you could either let it scan it by itself like this, or you can manually force it to take a picture. And you can scan as many pages as needed, and then when you're done, you're going to hit the check mark on the bottom right. And then you want to check your scan. So I'm just going to take a look at it, make sure it's readable. If you want, you can crop things. So I could say, well, I don't need this extra white space here. Or if you just wanted to turn in problem 1, you could really just focus on that and say, I just want that part of it. That's a good way to submit just one problem from the page. And once you're happy with it, you can rotate and so on. Let's take a look at the next one. I got a lot of white space on the bottom, so I'm just going to crop that out. So you just clean it up a little bit so it's ready to turn in. Okay, once you're done, you can title it if you wish, or you just leave it by the default. I'm going to do the default, and then you can go ahead and exit the app, and then you go to Gradescope. Log into Gradescope, find your course that you're in. In this case, I'm going to use Math 2 Honors. Open that up, and it'll bring you to what you've turned in, what you still need to turn in. And sometimes, just the way things are organized, you may not look like you have anything to turn in, or you may see something that you do need to turn in. So there's different ways to sort. So like if you saw this, it looks like, hey, there's nothing assigned to me. I don't have anything I need to submit because I got all these green dots here. Everything's submitted. But you can sort things by status, and if I hit that status, it's going to bring up all the no submissions to the top, and I could see what still needs to be submitted. So just knowing that, especially when you get 100 assignments in here, you can lose stuff, and that sorting feature can be really helpful. Also, you could sort by name and sort by due date. And so I see I have a no submission, and the due date here, I have 2 dates. I have August 15th at 4 p.m. That's when it's actually due by. If I turn it in past that, it's considered late, and so then you have the late due date, which is below that, at August 22nd at 4 p.m. And then if I don't make the late due date, then it just kicks me out, and I won't be able to submit anything. So you wanna try to beat that first date, turn it in before August 15th at 4. That's the best. That's where you're gonna get your most points. Second best is to make that late due date, because you may lose some points, but you're still going to get some credit. But if you're past the late due date, you can't even submit it. You're going to get no credit for that assignment. So just make sure you're getting all your assignments in. Check that here. So when you're ready to submit that assignment, you're going to click on the homework, and they give you 2 options: to submit images or submit PDF. So in this, because we're using the Android, we're going to submit PDF. If you're using an iPhone, there's a different video on how to handle this, and it works a bit differently. So I'm going to select PDF. It's asking where I want to select that from. I'm going to go to Files, Under my files, I'm going to have to find Genius Scan. So I'm going to click on the top left and scroll down to the bottom, and I see Genius Scan, the icon there. Click on it, and there's the homework. Select it, upload it. So then at this stage here, you have what I've given you. That I want page 1 and page 2. You see the point value of each, and then below you see the images you selected. Now you don't want to hit submit quite yet because you haven't told me which page goes with which. So you're going to say, oh, for page 1, and you're going to hit which one I want. So maybe you want the image number 2 to go to page 1, or maybe not. Maybe I want image 1 to go to page 1, or maybe I want them both to go to page 1. So you can select multiple things to go to page 1. In this case, I'm just going to want the first one to go to page 1. And so then I say for page 2 or 10 points. So let's say I wanted to reuse page 1 and I wanted page 2, or I just wanted page 2. You have that freedom, but you have to assign which images go to which problem or which page for the homework. After that, you hit submit. Tells you homework 2 is submitted successfully, and you can see what your submission. You have this top part here. So if I hit question 1, page 1, it's going to show me. Question 2, hit that hyperlink. Should show me what I submitted there. All right. If for some reason you submitted the homework and you're like, I submitted the wrong thing to the wrong piece, and you realize that, you notice there's this resubmit button on the bottom right. If you click that, it'll just allow you to resubmit, and it'll overwrite what you already have there. So you don't have to delete anything, you just resubmit it, and it'll just overwrite what you have. All right, so that is how you upload assignments to Gradescope using an Android phone.